Here we go.
Hi everyone. This is Tina from Tina's Tiny Living, Tiny Family. This is Blinkers, who you saw in my first video. I am a homestead homie in my two-room apartment. I live in Forks, Washington, in the rainforest, about as far up the Pacific coast as you could go before you land in water. You're watching Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
What's up, homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Doug. Yeah, I know, you could tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, something's going on. Here, you got a little smudge on your window again here. I always try to keep that clean for you, but every once in a while, when I'm looking in there, I can see they're a little dirty on you. So, you guys know we're a huge proponent of walking your fences. A lot of you guys are new to homesteading. Some of you guys are just getting started. Some of you guys have been doing it for a while. But one thing that we always talk about is your fencing. Good fencing is invaluable on the homestead. We're not really necessarily worried about keeping things in as much as we're worried about keeping things out. So what we've done is we always walk our fences. We talk to you guys about walking your fences, and I usually do it once a week, once every couple weeks, but we did have a storm the other day and it blew through here. Everything was crazy, buckets blowing around from the composting toilet. I'll leave that video right there. And so I thought, well, before we go on our trip to Oregon, because you guys know we're leaving for Oregon, and we're going to go to the Mother Earth News Fair there. So I thought, boy, our company's coming. We have a family of 7 that watches our place when we're out of town, and they fish and they hang out and they take care of the animals and they just love it. So it's a win-win for both parties. But I thought I better walk the property, make sure everything's good to go before we go out of town, because I don't want any surprises happening. So on our west side here of our house, of our log home, oh, by the way, there's the lovely, the lovely hang-a-pot things. That video is right here. Man, that's really turned out really well. Not a lot of watering. Our pallet herb box thing is, pallet herb hanger thing is doing great right outside the outdoor kitchen. But anyways, on the west side, squirrel! On the west side of our property, we have a lot of woods. So I thought, man, we had that storm. It hit pretty good. It was a lot of winds, and we had some torrential downpours. I think we got like 2 inches, 2.5 inches of rain that day. So I went out today and I went to check the fencing. So you can tell by the thumbnail of this video and the title probably that I found a little something. So let's go check it out. So that bites. That's what I found when I did my fence inspection today. I have the sheep in this paddock right now. This is the paddock where we have the bees and the hay barn up there in the front. And so they have roam of this paddock, that paddock, and around the pond. So I came out to do my fence inspection and I thought, oh, that doesn't look right, when I came through the gate over here. And I came over here to look. Sometimes when you have trees fall down on your fencing, it'll just kind of fall on your fencing, and then you can kind of cut it, get it off and everything. But in this case, that's not going to happen. This is like a major fence repair. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this was a large pin oak that just snapped off up above. And you can also see that the fence is just totally demolished. It bent the T-post, and so we have a problem here. So there's a couple things going on with this area of the fencing, okay? And I'm going to show you guys what's going on. Oh, and did I mention that another tree fell down on the other side? So this backs up to my neighbor's property here, and he's got some dead trees in there, and we've talked about it before, but these winds came through and just ripped this stuff down. So I also have there's the perimeter fence, and this is my fence that is securing this paddock. And then as you can see here is the perimeter fence that goes down that way. Okay, so perimeter fence, it was here when we moved in on this part of the property. You could tell it's rusted and old, but he's a cool neighbor, so we're going to try to figure out Usually you do up to some point of half, and then one person's responsible for one side, one person's responsible for the other side. But we have the livestock, he doesn't, but he's already talked about it before that he would have no problem in paying for half of the fence. And you know, because really this fence out here is seen, you know, it's on its last leg. I've repaired it a couple times because the sheep are getting through it. So I made some temporary repairs, but it's really just be replaced, and we're going to try to work on that sometime here in the near future, and we'll probably just end up sharing the cost. Now, this tree right here is the pin oak that busted, and I'm going to take you guys up for an aerial view right now so you can see what it looks like. So as you can see, it's a pretty healthy tree. It's not dead or anything like that, but it did sustain the damage, and this is the portion of the tree that's on my fence is what snapped off right from that little spot. You can see where it broke off. It's a really nice straight tree, and it is on his property, just on the other side of the property line. And it wasn't a dead tree. I might be a little more upset if it was a dead tree, but it was a live tree and it's doing great. And I think it was just, the wind was just too much for it. So now you can see down here that the branch came down. It's a fairly large branch, which is firewood for the homestead. And it comes right across, and it has just demolished my fencing. So I will be working on this. You guys will get to see some fencing repair videos coming up. Well, that's going to do it for this video. It was kind of short. I just wanted to show you guys and tell you about the importance of walking your fences. If you're new to homesteading and you have any types of fences on your property, barbed wire, horse fence, any kind of fence that you have, always walk your fence, okay? You want to make sure that you're keeping out things that are going to hurt your livestock and your animals. And you want to make sure too that you're keeping your animals in. Now with this, I'm kind of lucky because the sheep are content. They have a lot of places to go. They really don't come down to this area very much, which is very surprising to me because it's a shaded area and the grass is really lush down here. But I took a lot of the twigs and a lot of the branches that were laying around, and I've clogged the hole up, so they're not going to be interested in trying to go through that. And I'll have to just work on that when I get back, because we'll be at Oregon this weekend. And we have some other things going on that we have to take care of. So I can, you know, it's not a problem. If it was a problem, I could move them back to their other area and then shut them off over there. But even if they got out of this part of my paddock, it just goes into more of our property. And I believe that the exterior fence, the perimeter fence, is still, it's got a big old branch on it, but it's still good enough to keep them from going out into the neighbor's place. And most of the time when I let them loose out of here, they'll just go running back to their other shelter. And then we have another paddock up in the very front. So actually we have plenty of places for them to go. So they'll be fine over here right now. And then when I get back, I'll bring you guys along and we'll tackle this fence cleanup. So this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we want to thank you guys for almost helping us get to 100,000 subscribers. We're getting so close. So if you haven't shared our videos with your friends or told anyone in your family about us, and you think that they would get some information from our videos that would be helpful to them, then maybe share our stuff with them and help us get there. And we really do appreciate you guys a lot. So we'll see you guys on the next episode, and have a great day. Hey, before you guys get out of here, since this was a video about the destruction of the fence, and I'm going to be using these to fix the fence, I thought it would be appropriate to have a giveaway at the end of this video, because you homestead homies stuck around to the very end. I'm going to give away a pair of these Klein fencing pliers. So that's pretty nice. So all you're going to do down below in the comments section is you're going to say, I want me some fencing pliers. And then I'm going to randomly pick somebody. When we're going to probably do all the videos that we're doing these giveaways at the same time, and we're going to announce the winners, and then we'll ship this off to you guys. So there you go. Now I'm not going to send you my pair. It's going to be a brand new pair. But that's the giveaway in this video. And thanks a lot, guys, for helping us get to 100,000 subscribers. Make sure you're sharing our videos, liking us, put a thumbs up and like the video. And if you have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you know, share us and help us get the word out. So we really appreciate that, and we're trying in our own way to show you guys how much we do appreciate you, and hopefully that counts for something. So we'll see you guys on the next video.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.